All right, people, listen up. We're about to drop into San Francisco, a city pulsing with energy, iconic landmarks, and enough experiences to fill a lifetime. This isn't just another travel guide. This is about squeezing every drop out of the San Francisco experience. Over the next few minutes, we're diving headfirst into the top 10 things you absolutely positively cannot miss. We're talking bucket list stuff, the kind of adventures that'll leave you buzzing. Get your walking shoes ready, because San Francisco isn't a city you just visit. It's a city you feel in your bones. From the rolling hills to the echoing foghorns, get ready to fall in love with the magic that is San Francisco. Now, let's hit it. First up, the big one, the granddaddy of them all, the Golden Gate Bridge. This isn't just a bridge, it's a symbol of human ambition, a testament to engineering genius. Seriously, this thing was built back in the 1930s during the Great Depression. Can you imagine the grit? Think about it. Connecting a peninsula to, well, pretty much nothing but vast ocean. It's mind-blowing. This bridge has seen it all, crazy storms, roaring winds, you name it. And yet it still stands, this majestic orange giant connecting lives and dreams. You can feel the history when you're on the bridge, the echoes of those who built it, those who crossed it with hope in their hearts. And the views? Jaw-dropping. I'm talking panoramic vistas of the city, the bay shimmering like a liquid mirror. Whether you walk, bike, or drive across, make sure to take a moment, breathe it all in, and appreciate the sheer audacity of this engineering marvel. All right, we've conquered the bridge, now let's dive into the heart of San Francisco's Green Soul Golden Gate Park. This isn't your average park, people. We're talking over 1,000 acres of pure urban oasis, a sprawling wonderland of gardens, museums, and hidden gems. Imagine this. You're strolling through lush meadows, the scent of eucalyptus filling the air, the sun peeking through the canopy. It's like stepping into another world, a world away from the hustle and bustle of the city. You can spend days exploring this park and still not see everything. Feeling zen? Hit up the Japanese tea garden, find your inner peace amongst the bonsai trees and koi ponds. It's like stepping into a postcard from Japan. Craving some art and culture? The D Young Museum's got you covered. From ancient artifacts to contemporary masterpieces, this place will blow your mind. Trust me, you can easily lose yourself for hours in this art lover's paradise. All right, guys, we're talking Alcatraz. This isn't just some tourist trap, you know? This place has serious history etched into its walls. Imagine being stuck on this rock, surrounded by freezing water, with nothing but the sound of waves crashing and seagulls squawking. I'm talking about notorious criminals like Al Capone and George Machine Gun Kelly. These guys were the real deal, and Alcatraz was their cage. It's hard to imagine what went down within those walls, the stories those cells could tell. You can practically feel the weight of history when you step off that ferry. Walking through the cell block, seeing the solitary confinement cells, it's chilling, man. You can almost hear the echoes of footsteps and whispers of escape plans. They say no one ever successfully escaped Alcatraz. Some might disagree, but hey, that's a story for another time. The point is, this place gets under your skin. It makes you think about the nature of freedom, justice, and the weight of our choices. All right, let's talk about San Francisco's most iconic mode of transport, the cable cars. These aren't just any old public transportation, they're a living, breathing piece of history. Forget Uber, forget Lyft, this is the real deal. When you think of San Francisco, you think of these charming, clanging cable cars making their way up and down the city's famous hills. These things have been clanging and climbing up and down these hills since 1873. That's right, 1873. Imagine the world back then. No smartphones, no internet, not even cars as we know them today. 1873. That's older than sliced bread. The cable cars have seen the city grow and change, surviving earthquakes, fires, and the test of time. And the best part? They're not just for tourists. Locals use them too. It's a daily ritual for many San Franciscans, a part of their everyday commute. You'll see businessmen in suits, kids on their way to school, all crammed in together, holding on for dear life. It's a melting pot of people, all sharing this unique experience. Riding a cable car is like stepping back in time. The wooden seats, the brass fittings, the sound of the bell, it all takes you back to a different era. You're hanging off the side, feeling the wind in your hair, watching the city unfold before your eyes. It's a sensory experience like no other. No roofs, no windows, just you in the open air. It's exhilarating, man. The thrill of the ride, the sights, the sounds, it's all part of the magic. You can hop on and off at different stops, explore different neighborhoods, or just ride it all the way to the end of the line and back. Each stop offers a new adventure, a new slice of the city to discover. It's the perfect way to see the city from a different perspective, and it's a hell of a lot more fun than sitting in traffic. Imagine gliding past cars stuck in gridlock, feeling the breeze and taking in the panoramic views of the cityscape. The engineering behind these cable cars is fascinating too. They run on a system of underground cables that are constantly moving. The grip man, the person who operates the car, uses a lever to grab onto the cable and propel the car forward. It's a delicate dance of mechanics and human skill. The grip man has to be incredibly skilled, knowing exactly when to grip and release the cable, how to navigate the steep hills, and how to stop the car smoothly. It's a job that requires precision and expertise. For tourists, it's a must-do experience. Families, couples, solo travelers, all find joy in this simple yet thrilling ride. It's a chance to see the city in a way that's both nostalgic and exciting. If you're really into the history, you can visit the Cable Car Museum. It's a treasure trove of information, showcasing the evolution of these iconic vehicles, from their inception to their role in modern-day San Francisco. The museum offers a deeper understanding of how these cars have shaped the city. You can see the actual cables in motion, learn about the people who built and maintained them, and appreciate the craftsmanship that goes into each car. As the sun sets and the city lights come on, the cable cars take on a magical quality. The clanging of the bell, the hum of the city, and the cool evening air create an unforgettable experience. Whether you're a local or a visitor, riding a cable car at night is something special. The city looks different, almost dreamlike, and the ride feels like a journey through time and space. The conductors and gripmen are often full of stories and local knowledge. Don't hesitate to strike up a conversation. You might learn something new or hear a fascinating tale about the city's past. So next time you're in San Francisco, don't just see the cable cars, experience them. Hold on tight, enjoy the ride, and let yourself be transported back in time. It's a journey you won't forget. Okay, forget everything you think you know about museums. The Exploratorium is not your grandma's dusty old museum. This place is a playground for your mind. It's a giant, interactive wonderland of science, art, and human perception. We're talking hundreds of exhibits, all designed to make you think, question, and explore the world around you. You can experiment with light and sound, play with giant bubbles, even walk through a giant camera. It's like stepping into a science textbook, but way more fun. And the best part? It's for everyone. Kids love it. Adults love it. Even teenagers who claim to hate everything will find something to blow their minds. It's a place where you can be a kid again, ask questions, and learn something new without even realizing it. Seriously, you could spend an entire day here and still not see everything. So wear comfortable shoes, bring your curiosity, and get ready to have your mind blown. All right, we're hitting the streets again, but this time we're not just walking, we're exploring art. The Mission District, guys, it's pulsing with life, and I'm not just talking about the people. The walls here, they tell stories. Stories of struggle, of hope, of the community's heart and soul. Every corner you turn, boom, a splash of color, a message screaming to be heard. It's raw, it's powerful, and it's impossible to ignore. This isn't just paint on a wall, it's a living, breathing art gallery, constantly evolving, reflecting the neighborhood's changing landscape. You feel the history, the passion, the energy that went into every brushstroke. Seriously, spend a day getting lost in these streets. Talk to the artists, hear their stories, understand the messages behind the murals. It's an experience that will stay with you, I guarantee it. Okay, all my fellow foodies, buckle up because this one's for you. The Ferry Building Marketplace, a foodie paradise, a feast for the senses, a symphony of smells and flavors that will blow your mind. We're talking local farmers, artisan producers, bakers, cheesemakers, chocolatiers, you name it, they got it. Fresh produce, seafood straight from the bay, bread that's still warm from the oven. It's enough to make you want to ditch your diet and embrace the delicious chaos. And the best part? You can taste your way through the entire marketplace. Grab a coffee, stroll around, sample the cheeses, indulge in some freshly baked goods. It's an experience, not just a shopping trip. Seriously, come hungry, come curious, and come ready to be blown away by the quality and diversity of food on offer. This is San Francisco's culinary heart, beating strong. All right, let's talk picture-perfect San Francisco. You know what I'm talking about? Those iconic Victorian houses, painted in pastel colors, lined up like something out of a storybook. We're talking about the painted ladies, folks, and they're even more stunning in person. Seriously, it's like stepping onto the set of a movie, or maybe into a box of crayons, but in a good way. Now, these beauties, they survived the 1906 earthquake, which is pretty incredible considering how much of the city was destroyed. They stand as a testament to San Francisco's resilience, its beauty, its unique character. Walk along Alamo Square, find your favorite lady, snap a few photos, and just soak in the view. It's a San Francisco postcard moment you don't want to miss. All right, we're talking Chinatown, San Francisco. This isn't just any neighborhood. It's a vibrant, bustling enclave that feels like a city within a city. Not just any Chinatown, this is the oldest one in North America. Established in the mid-1800s, it has a rich history that is woven into the very fabric of San Francisco. And let me tell you, the energy here is something else. The streets are always alive with the hustle and bustle of daily life, a constant hum of activity that never seems to stop. You step off the bus, and boom, you're transported into a different world. It's like stepping through a portal into a place where tradition and modernity blend seamlessly. It's like the city just pulled back the curtain and said, "Welcome to a whole new sensory experience." The streets are adorned with colorful lanterns, and every corner you turn reveals something new and exciting. And it's not just the sights, it's the smells. The aroma of street food wafts through the air, mingling with the scent of fresh produce and the occasional hint of incense. Incense from temples mixes with the aroma of spices from street vendors, creating a unique olfactory tapestry that is both exotic and familiar. And then there's this underlying scent of delicious food coming from every restaurant you pass. From dim sum to Peking duck, the culinary offerings are as diverse as they are delicious. It's intoxicating, and I mean that in the best way possible. The food here is not just a meal, it's an experience, a journey through flavors and textures that tell a story of cultural heritage. It's like this constant reminder that you're in the heart of something special. And the people. The community here is vibrant and welcoming, always ready to share a smile or a story. Everyone's hustling and bustling, going about their day, yet there's a sense of camaraderie, a shared understanding that this place is unique, and it just feels so alive. You've got shopkeepers chatting, tourists snapping photos, and locals going about their daily routines, all contributing to the vibrant tapestry of life here. And locals bargaining for the best deals. It's a place where tradition meets commerce, where old world practices are still very much alive. It's a chaotic symphony of life, a beautiful mess that somehow makes perfect sense. The sounds of haggling, laughter, and the occasional honk of a car horn blend together in a harmonious cacophony, and it's impossible not to get swept up in its energy. The atmosphere is electric, charged with the collective spirit of everyone who lives, works, and visits here. Trust me, you can wander these streets for hours and still feel like you've only scratched the surface. Every alleyway, every storefront has a story to tell, a piece of history waiting to be discovered. There are hidden alleyways that lead to secret courtyards, small shops that have been family-owned for generations, and murals that depict the rich history and culture of the Chinese community. And if you time your visit right, you might even catch one of the many festivals or parades that bring an extra layer of vibrancy to the streets. The Chinese New Year celebration, for instance, is a spectacle of color, sound, and tradition that draws visitors from all over the world. Traditional performances, dragon dances, and firecrackers fill the air with excitement, making it an unforgettable experience. The architecture here is another highlight. Traditional Chinese designs blend with modern elements, creating a unique skyline that is both beautiful and intriguing. The pagoda roofs, intricate carvings, and vibrant colors are a feast for the eyes. Don't forget to visit the temples and shrines scattered throughout the neighborhood. These spiritual sites offer a peaceful respite from the bustling streets and provide a glimpse into the religious practices of the community. Art lovers will also find plenty to admire. The murals and public art installations tell stories of immigration, resilience, and cultural pride. Each piece is a testament to the community's rich heritage and its contributions to the city's cultural mosaic. And let's not forget the shopping. From traditional herbal medicine shops to modern boutiques, Chinatown offers a shopping experience like no other. You can find unique items that you won't see anywhere else, each with its own story and significance. As the sun sets, Chinatown takes on a different vibe. The streets are illuminated by neon signs and lanterns, creating a magical atmosphere. The nightlife here is vibrant, with bars, restaurants, and night markets offering a different kind of energy. Community events are also a big part of life here. From cultural workshops to community cleanups, there's always something happening that brings people together. It's a place where everyone is welcome, and the sense of community is palpable. For those interested in learning more about the history and culture of Chinatown, there are plenty of educational tours available. These tours offer a deeper understanding of the neighborhood's significance and its role in the broader context of San Francisco's history. And while Chinatown is steeped in history, it's also looking towards the future. New developments and initiatives are constantly being introduced to ensure that this vibrant community continues to thrive for generations to come. So, whether you're a first-time visitor or a long-time resident, Chinatown, San Francisco offers an experience like no other. It's a place where the past and present coexist, creating a unique tapestry of culture, history, and life. Come and explore, and you'll see why this city within a city is truly special. Okay, we've all seen the pictures, right? Lombard Street is one of those iconic spots that everyone seems to know about, even if they've never been to San Francisco. It's like the Eiffel Tower of winding roads. Lombard Street, the crookedest street in the world. This one-block section of Lombard Street between Hyde and Leavenworth Streets is famous for its 8 sharp hairpin turns. It's a marvel of urban planning and a testament to human ingenuity. But let me tell you, photos don't do this place justice. You have to be here in person to truly appreciate the sheer craziness of it all. The way the street zigzags down the hill is almost surreal. Standing at the top of this winding road, looking down at the 8 hairpin turns, it's like something out of a cartoon. The street seems to twist and turn in ways that defy logic. It's almost like a roller coaster. But for cars, it's almost too perfect to be real. The way the road curves, the way the houses are positioned, it's like a scene from a movie set. You half expect to see a film crew around the corner, and it's not just the street itself, it's the whole vibe. There's an energy here, a sense of excitement and wonder. People are always smiling, always taking photos, always in awe of this unique place. You've got these beautiful Victorian mansions lining the street, each one a piece of history. These houses are like something out of a fairy tale with their intricate designs and colorful facades, each one more charming than the last. It's like walking through a storybook village. You can almost imagine what life was like here 100 years ago. And then there are these perfectly manicured gardens bursting with colorful flowers. The residents take great pride in their gardens, and it shows. The flowers are always in bloom, adding a splash of color to the street. It's almost too picturesque, you know? Like you expect a Disney princess to pop out at any moment. The whole scene is so perfect, so idyllic, it's hard to believe it's real. Like you expect a Disney princess to pop out at any moment. The whole scene is so perfect, so idyllic, it's hard to believe it's real. Now the real fun is either walking down the street or driving down it. Each experience offers its own unique thrills. Walking allows you to take in every detail, every flower, every house. If you're on foot, you can take your time, admire the gardens, and maybe snap a few selfies. It's a leisurely way to experience the street, and you can really soak in the atmosphere. And trust me, you'll want to take a lot of photos. Every angle offers a new perspective, a new way to appreciate the beauty of Lombard Street. It's a photographer's dream, but if you're behind the wheel, it's a whole different experience. Driving down Lombard Street is like navigating an obstacle course. You have to be on your toes, ready for anything. You're basically navigating this miniature winding road with tourists popping out from every corner. It's a test of your driving skills, and it's not for the faint of heart. You're basically navigating this miniature winding road with tourists popping out from every corner. It's a test of your driving skills, and it's not for the faint of heart. With tourists popping out from every corner, it can be a bit nerve-wracking. You have to be constantly alert, constantly aware of your surroundings, but that's part of the thrill. And it's honestly a little nerve-wracking. But hey, that's part of the fun, right? It's a challenge. And when you reach the bottom, you feel a sense of accomplishment. But hey, that's part of the fun, right? It's like a real-life video game. Except instead of collecting coins, you're dodging tourists. And when you reach the bottom, you feel like you've achieved something. It's like a real-life video game. Except instead of collecting coins, you're dodging tourists. And when you reach the bottom, you feel like you've achieved something. Except instead of collecting coins, you're dodging tourists. And when you reach the bottom, you feel like you've achieved something. It's an experience you'll never forget. So whether you're walking or driving, Lombard Street offers an unforgettable experience. It's a place where you can feel the history, the beauty, and the excitement all at once. It's a must-see for anyone visiting San Francisco. And as the sun sets, the street takes on a whole new character. The lights come on, the shadows lengthen, and the magic of Lombard Street is amplified. It's a sight to behold, and a memory to cherish. At night, the street is illuminated, and the houses and gardens take on a magical glow. It's a different kind of beauty, one that you have to see to believe. Lombard Street truly is a wonder, day or night. So next time you're in San Francisco, make sure to visit Lombard Street. Walk it, drive it, photograph it, and most importantly, enjoy it. It's a place like no other, and it's waiting for you to explore. So there you have it, folks. 10 must-do experiences in San Francisco that will leave you wanting more. We've covered iconic landmarks, hidden gems, and everything in between. From the Golden Gate Bridge to the crookedest street in the world, San Francisco has something to offer everyone. But remember, this is just a starting point. San Francisco is a city that begs to be explored, so get out there, get lost, and discover its magic for yourself. And hey, if you stumble upon any cool spots that I missed, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel adventures. See you in the next video.